Hello, children, and all of you who may be a child at heart. Welcome to Children's Story. Now, the theme of today's children's story is all about what you can build for God. In fact, it goes right along with the sermon, so I'd like you to hear it and think about it while I'm preaching. But I also want to inspire you to build things. Now, when I was a child, I loved building things. I loved little clay dioramas that we had to make for school, like the Great Wagon Journey West, a little clay diorama of that, or like the maps of California that you make at school and all that. Those are fun too. But I loved Tinker Toys and wooden blocks. And then when Legos came out, oh man, who doesn't love Lego, right? Am I right? Now I have this big Lego here. I mean, look at the size of this thing. This is huge Lego, right? Can you imagine if Legos were this big? That would be awesome. Actually, for all you and Lego enthusiasts out there, you know that this is just a carrying case and not really a giant piece, but it looks like a giant Lego piece. And for those of you who were looking for someone special this service, like we do each Sabbath, have you found him? Where's that woolly lamb? Do you know where he is? Huh, if we can only find him. Well, let's see what's in this case. Oh! What? Did you guess it? Did you know Wooly was hiding in this giant Lego? I guess Wooly likes Legos too. All right, you never know where he's going to end up. I just love this Woolly Lamb and his theme music. All right. Well, boys and girls, and all of you out there, I used to love Legos, and we had a few themes when I was young: space, city, castle, and pirates. I mean, those are the big themes. Now you have all kinds of themes, including those, or Lego minifig collectible blind bags, or space, like sci-fi, Star Wars, superhero Lego stuff. I mean, you have all kinds of Legos nowadays. And what's so cool is that Lego, you can make just about anything with them. And I still love to build. I still love Legos. However, about 20 years ago, God inspired me to start being interested in Legos again and building things for Him. And so I would like to share with some of you watching at home how you can transform some of your Lego items into Bible scenes and tell His story. Why don't you come with me and we'll take a look at Walk Through the Bible Lego style. Okay, so first off, you want to take a Bible minifigure, and to make one, just take the body of a Jedi Knight. You have those nice robes and a bearded face, and then a hairpiece, and you can put that on, and it could be a Bible character. This one is my version of the Lego Jesus for the scenes of various New Testament stories and other stories. And he's right here at the scene of creation. And what's really neat is Lego is making all kinds of little animals for their Lego minifigure scale line. And so over the years, I've been getting different animals. Now, for some of you who are very authentic with the Bible verses, yes, I know 2 animals came, but that gets pretty expensive. And I have an investment of 2 animals for the Noah's Ark scene, but I just have 1 animal representing different species in the Garden of Eden. And we have a Cain and Abel set up there. It's got a lot of little vegetable parts. I don't want them going all over the floor, so I'm just going to leave it there. This one's really neat, one of my favorites. I'm doing a mock-up of the different animals coming 2 by 2 to the ark. I don't have an ark made yet, but it's all modular. And as you can see, here's Noah and Mrs. Noah and his sons and their wives. And then you can kind of turn it and you see some tigers and gorillas and spiders and black panthers, and it's just really neat. And the rest of them have all kinds of animals, from hamsters to alligators, snakes, ostriches, bears and leopards and chickens. And then you get some larger animals like the camels, or you can see some elephants or even woolly mammoths. Those are pretty cool, little hedgehogs and penguins. On this shelf, as we go through, and one day I'll have an ark, but it's not today. We have Jacob and Jacob's ladder with the angels going up and down, and Jacob's asleep here. You have Joseph with Pharaoh and the storage of grain. You got Moses and Aaron coming before Pharaoh with a plague of frogs. And this was a repurposed Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark temple set. So you can kind of repurpose that into Pharaoh's throne room. You have the Mount Sinai play set with Mount Sinai, the 10 Commandments, the burning bush, the golden calf, the manna, the quail. Miriam and Aaron, the snakes coming with a rod. Here's the water coming from the rock. Here you have the tabernacle with the Ark of the Covenant inside, and it's just really neat to make. As you go through, you have the time of the Exodus and the time of the Judges with Samson and Delilah here with the pillars, and David and Goliath, Elijah and the bread, and the widow and her son. And then you have, this was one of my favorites, one of my first builds, the metal man from King Nebuchadnezzar's dream, and Daniel deciphering the dream and so forth. One of my favorites. And then had to make the one of the golden image. That's the exact same model, all out of gold. And you have the fiery furnace with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and Jesus in there. And of course, continuing with the life of Daniel. It's just so much fun. You have Daniel in the lion's den. That's a neat one. Made this one completely by scratch. All these by scratch. This one was a repurposed one. The rest are by scratch. Jonah being swallowed by the whale. Duplo has some good animals too. If you come down here, you have Jesus with the disciples on the boat and the fish, you can see. And the healing of the demoniac and the pigs. Of course, I don't have all the pigs that were mentioned. You've got the crucifixion scene. Powerful story for those who've never heard of Jesus. And it's really neat. In the Lego blind bags, they sell different kinds of Roman soldiers, or at least they have in the past. You get different hair pieces. You can just, hey, use your imagination, your creativity. It'd be great. One of my favorites is one of the most extensive builds. And this was a repurposing of the Atlantis temple. And you get a bunch of Roman soldiers all over the place and turn it into Nero's palace. You know, the Apostle Paul appealed to Caesar, and there he went. Here's Nero on the throne, and here's the Apostle Paul in chains. There's a little trap door back there he can fall through. Some red carpet, a lot of white tile. Really neat what you can do. This is my most elaborate repurpose, rebuilding, and one of my favorite ones. And then finally, you can't have Daniel without Revelation. And so I have one of my other early builds that I've kind of been reconstructing as new parts come available. This is the island of Patmos. And if you open up the sunroof and the door, maybe you can zoom in there. You can find John writing the book of Revelation. So all these are built to tell a story, whether that's working on your Pathfinder Lego honor badge that Mr. Dave told me about. Hey, we can make some Bible Lego scenes at Pathfinders. Or, you know, you can take and join Lego clubs or build dioramas for different events once we have events again. Even at larger events, if, you know, whenever they come back, like county fair or something. You can use Legos to show the story of Jesus to people who don't know him. And that's the best way you can build. Build on his stories so that people can build on their future in living a life with Jesus forever. God bless you. Have a happy Sabbath, and build some Lego scenes with your Bible Legos. Email us at the church. Send them to us. We'd love to see them. God bless you. Bye.